Hey guys, Chris Luther here at the Chris Luther Real Estate Team, and today we're going to talk about 12 ways to increase your bottom line with eXp Realty. So let's jump right in. Number one, low cap 100% commission. So everybody at eXp starts with an 80-20 split. Doesn't matter how many deals you've done, everybody starts at the same split. But out of that 20% that you're paying to the company on each deal, once that has reached $16,000, then for the rest of the year, you make 100% commission. So, for example, our team, we're 100% commission about 11 months out of the year, roughly. Just depends on how the closings line up when we reset in September. So, just gives you kind of an idea of realistically how long you're going to be at 80-20 versus the rest of the year 100% commission. So moving on to number two, ditch the franchise fee. A lot of the bigger companies, which are quote unquote franchise model companies, have a franchise fee. So let's hypothetically say, you're in an 80-20% split at one of the traditional franchise brokerages. Well, you're going to have a 6% franchise fee on top of that before you get to your 80-20 split. So an 80-20 split at one of those companies is really a 74-26 split. So you got to have to factor that in that, eXp is not a franchise model. So we don't have that off the top. It's your split. And then once you cap, you're right back at 100%. There's no franchise fee coming off the top before they break that out. So want to make that clarification. So if you're at one of those brokerages, 6% you're putting back in your pocket out of the gate coming back to eXp. Number three, express offers iBuyer. So eXp a couple years ago launched their own exclusive iBuyer program for the eXp agents. And it was really designed for the agents to stay inside of the transaction because a lot of the iBuyer programs are cutting the agents out of the deals. And so they took it upon themselves to say, okay, well, how can we create an iBuyer that's beneficial for, the buyers and sellers, but also good for our agents? So what they've done is they have gone in and they have secured institutional investors from around the country and put together a platform to where an eXp agent can go in if there's a property off market, or maybe you're talking to somebody, maybe it's not right to put on the market, but you now have the option as an agent to run that property through the express offers platform and generate instant offers that you can now take to a seller. Maybe they don't go to market, but you're still getting the deal as a part of that. And also on the backside, if it's an institutional developer that's not holding the property, maybe they're going to come in and they're going to flip it and resell it. Part of that program is designed to keep the eXp agent in the deal and also to get that second transaction when the investor goes back to put it on the market. So it's a great little perk, a good way for you to find additional deals in the market that may not be a right fit for just a traditional listing model. Number four, eXp Mentor Program. So as a seasoned agent, you have the ability to become what they call an eXp mentor. So it's relatively simple to go through. There's a course you go through online, take a test, and you become a certified eXp mentor. Well, what that does is new agents that come to eXp, their first three deals that they do, if they're a new agent, they have to be assigned an eXp mentor. And so what that gives the mentor the ability to do is actually come in and mentor that new agent, but also when that agent closes those first three deals, the mentor gets a portion of the actual commission on those deals. And again, it's only three deals, but you have kind of a revolving door of new agents that are coming in the business that get assigned to you. So it's another way to put some revenue in your pocket for just helping, eXp agents that are newer to the business, kind of walk them through some of the processes, just be available for questions, things like that. So a really good, add-on revenue component to your business by becoming an eXp mentor. The next one is revenue share. Now, I could talk a long time on this slide, but I want to keep this video relatively short. The biggest thing to know about revenue share is that, think of it as a referral fee for life. So if you introduce somebody to the company, you get to share in the commissions for that person that came in under you for the rest of their time at eXp. So um, we can really go into depth about numbers, things like that. And I've got some really good illustrations and paperwork that I can walk you through if you've got additional questions, if you want me to dig deeper in it. But, this is a great opportunity for agents to help introduce other agents to the company, grow the company, but be rewarded and actually create a relatively large stream of revenue that comes in every month automatically. So it's a phenomenal opportunity to, have a second stream of income coming in addition to your commissions that you already have. So encourage you to reach out to me on that. There's a lot to unpack on the revenue share, but the opportunity is tremendous on that alone. And that's one of the reasons that a lot of agents come over to eXp, just because the possibilities there are pretty endless. So anyway, if you've got additional questions about that, please reach out to me. Moving along, the equity program. So one of the things that is pretty cool about eXp is obviously they're traded on the NASDAQ as a publicly traded company. And so they do have stock. And what the equity program is it's an optional program for agents, but it gives you the ability to start putting money away for retirement. And so, in thinking about building wealth, what it gives you the ability to do is you can take up to 5% of each commission check and purchase eXp stock at 90 cents on the dollar. So you're getting a 10% return the day you buy it. So there's not many places in the stock market you can be guaranteed a 10% return on your money. So again, it's a 5% max of each commission check, and it's a completely optional program. So, if you don't want to participate in it, you don't have to. But if you do, you basically fill out a form and then it just happens automatically. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to do anything. And it's really cool to start watching that kind of retirement or that portfolio of eXp stock grow tremendously. And so right now, I do get a question a lot of, like, what's going on with the stock? Well, everything's down right now. We are in kind of the early stages of a recession, but this is why it's so important to diversify what your ability to produce income is. And, right now, yes, I've accumulated a lot of stock in the 3 years that I've been here at eXp, but the stock value is down right now. Doesn't bother me a bit. In fact, I'm in the prime of getting deals done. So the more deals that I can do, the more eXp stock that I can, basically gather up at a low price now, so that when we come out on the other side and the stock starts to go back up, I'm going to create even more value for myself because I was able to get so much right now while it's low. So I encourage you to really think through that process, and you could be coming out 10x on the other side of what you can accumulate right now, while the stock with every other real estate stock is down in the market just because of our overall inflation environment. So if you got questions on that, again, feel free to reach out. But this is a really good program that eXp has implemented for its agents. Number 7, stock awards. Again, talking about stock, this is a little bit different. This is not stock you purchase. This is actually stock that's given to you by the company. There's what they call stock awards. So there's a couple things that you can do to get these stock awards. You get a stock award for the first deal that you do every year. You get stock when you cap, and you get stock when you introduce somebody to the company and they close their first deal. So those are a couple of the stock awards that are basically just thank you. They're free stock. You don't have to buy anything. It's just you get an announcement, you get an email confirmation that, hey, you want a stock award. Here's what it is, and it just happens automatically. So pretty cool little perk as well. Let's talk about Success Lending. So eXp recently bought Success Magazine, which is, I think, a 125-year-old publication that's been around forever, and it's one of the icons in the in the business space. And so what they did, the vision behind buying the magazine was to start also branching off different businesses under the eXp brand, by utilizing the Success brand. And so what they've done, they've implemented Success coaching, Success spaces, office spaces, things like that. But one of the things that they've recently done is started to incorporate what they call Success lending. So it's basically a mortgage company. But the cool thing about it is, now that it's kind of in its infancy, is as an eXp agent, you have the ability to go out and recommend a mortgage broker to Success Lending. And if that mortgage broker winds up joining, then Success Lending gives you basically a $10,000 check for saying, thanks for introducing them to us. They've joined, and now you've got a great agent, or not an agent, but a mortgage broker that's now part of our team that can help you do business. There's nothing that says you have to use them, but the introduction and them joining gets you that fee. So that's an amazing perk that just for partnering up with our own company's partnership with good mortgage brokers gives you an opportunity to make some additional revenue as well. Number 9, the eXp Icon Award. So how the eXp Icon Award works in a nutshell is, once you're a capping agent and you've done 20 more deals above that, you are what they call, you've reached what they call icon level. So the greatest thing about the icon level, obviously you become what they call an icon, but each year when you do that, that $16,000 that you paid into the company from that 20% split before you capped, you're actually now going to get that $16,000 back in the form of stock. So if you're an agent out there that's producing at that kind of level, depending on your price point, whatever, but if you're doing, 25 to 30, 35 deals, if that's something that you're already doing or you're really close to doing, chances are you're going to be an icon agent. And if you think about it, really, you're going to be making 100% commission all year long. The only difference is that $16,000 of it is going to come in the form of stock. So, imagine a company where you could go and basically make all your commissions with just a couple of low fees in the process. I mean, that's an amazing opportunity in itself. And I think that's why you see a lot of agents coming over to our company, because, they want to maximize their per deal paycheck. And, who can blame them? That's critical to your business surviving, particularly as you start to go into maybe a softening market. So the Icon Award is really cool. There's some other perks that go along with it, but if you got questions about that, feel free to reach out as well. Number 10, the warranty partnership. This is something little, but eXp has a partnership with America's Preferred Home Warranty Company, and they actually do a $75 payout for every warranty that you bring to the company. So if you're already promoting warranties and whatnot, it's a great way to add a little bit of money to your bottom line. And the coolest thing I can say about APHW is a little different, is they actually let you use your own vendors to work. So if you have let's say you have a client that bought a house and the HVAC went down. Well, in a lot of circumstances that we've seen with other warranty companies, you call in and, they're going to send somebody out, and it may be a couple of days, whatnot, and they're going to come in, they're going to try and put a Band-Aid on it. Well, the cool thing about APHW is you actually, as long as they're certified or licensed, you can call the vendor of your choice that and that you've worked with, have them come out, analyze everything. They're going to pay them right over the phone, short whatever your service charge is, and then they will actually, you can have that person do the work, and you have more of a trust factor that it's actually being done right and being taken care of. So pretty cool little perk there, but also the way the company works and being able to use your own vendor, I think, is key. Number 11, low fees, reduced costs. So $85 a month is all you pay to eXp. Whether you're doing 100 deals or no deals, It's that one monthly fee. That's the only thing that you're going to pay to eXp. So you've got, you do have E&O insurance, but that comes out of deals. So a lot of places you're paying E&O insurance regardless, a flat amount, regardless of how many deals you're doing. So with eXp, you actually pay $40 per transaction that you do. And once that $40 accumulates up to $500, you're capped out for the rest of the year. So you don't actually pay that E&O insurance for the remainder of the year until you reset. So, I know my former company that we were with, we were paying probably $125 to $140 a month just in E&O cost. Well, you take that out over a year, you're paying $1,500. Well, now you're cutting your costs at eXp almost $1,000 in a lot of cases for E&O insurance, by being able to cap that cost out. So pretty good situation to be there to help reduce the cost of some of the things that you do. So there's some other things, but again, $149 to join, one-time fee, and then $85 a month. So I mean, the fees don't get really any lower than that, and the amount of services and things that you get technology wise for that $85 is, it's uncomparable in the industry. So if you want to learn more about all the different services that we have, I've got some other videos about that, but feel free to call me as well and be happy to walk you through some of that. Then lastly, number 12, eXp Commercial. So eXp has really come up in the last year to year and a half with a really robust commercial program for commercial agents. And so, commercial works completely different in a lot of respects to how their commission is paid out and things like that. But there's really not a capping system brokerage out there in the traditional model for commercial. So what eXp has done is it has taken kind of the residential model, so to speak, and transferred it over to the commercial model. Now there's some different costs and some different tech and things like that, but as a residential agent, I don't do that much in commercial, but if I want to go out now, I can recruit a commercial agent, show them what eXp can offer them commercially, and they come back into my revenue group where I can get the revenue share and all the other perks from introducing that person to the company. And now they have the ability to make a lot more money. When you start talking to eXp, or talking eXp to commercial agents and really laying out the structure and the cost and everything, it's a game changer for eXp commercial, for that to be coming into play with a lot of these folks. So not only are we obviously the residential fastest growing brokerage in the world, but now we are equally as fast growing on the commercial side, and many of those reasons I just mentioned are why that's happening. So again, just wanted to talk to you today about 12 things. There's some other things that obviously add into your bottom line, but these are really good 12 introductory things that you can generate more revenue, cut your cost, and be more productive. So I encourage you, if you've got questions about any of the stuff that I talked to today, here's my information here on the screen. Please feel free to text me, call me, email me. I'm happy to answer any questions that you've got. We're doing some really exciting things with the folks that are joining through us right now with eXp. And so would love to talk to you about that or just answer any questions that you have. So thanks for your time today. And I'd love to connect with you on a call soon and see what you have question-wise about eXp, and just make sure you know everything you need to know. All right. Appreciate your time. Talk to you soon.